Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shamdeo Prasad, Chief Medical Officer, and thank you for joining me for today's COVID-19 update. First, the global statistics. According to the World Health Organization, the total number of cases is 8,993,659, with 469,587 deaths. Regionally, the number of cases is 4,437,946, with 224,207 deaths. Now for the update of the situation in Guyana. Of the 78 tests that were done, there are 3 new cases today, bringing the total number of cases to 209. 107 persons have recovered, and the number of deaths remain at 12. In institutional isolation, we now have 90 active cases. In institutional quarantine, we have 16, and 1 patient is in the COVID ICU. Fellow Guyanese, yesterday we addressed the issue of repatriation of our nationals and the misinformation you are providing to our health officials on your arrival. This irresponsible and selfish act is putting your life and the lives of our citizens at risk and placing undue pressure on our health workers and health system. I therefore wish to remind you that the stipulated quarantine that you have signed onto in your effort to return home is important and is for your protection. Arriving with a negative PCR test does not prevent you from contracting COVID-19 while traveling or on arrival in Guyana. Remember, you are still at risk, hence the reason we want to check on you to ensure that you are not experiencing any signs or symptoms. It is disappointing to learn that when health officials try to follow up with you, either you're not at home or they're unable to contact you because the information you provide is inaccurate and you are not at the stipulated location. You are deliberately defying the terms of your repatriation and making it difficult for those who are still waiting to repatriate. I take this opportunity to remind you that the safety of your fellow Guyanese is dependent on your staying home until your quarantine period is complete, and that you adhere to these guidelines, making the return of your fellow nationals possible. Residents of Region 1, an analysis of the data provided thus far has indicated that Moruca is the epicenter for the region. It is therefore important that all residents of Moruca be on guard and take all the necessary precautions to prevent the further spread of this infection. We are urging you to support the health team in this area by coming forward for testing if you have been in contact with anyone who has tested positive, by staying home unless it is necessary for you to come out, and if you must come out, ensure that your nose and mouth are covered. We ask that there is no congregating of persons and that all passenger vehicles adhere to the guidelines that are provided. Tushos and village councillors, we need your cooperation to ensure that your villagers are following the guidelines provided. The Ministry of Public Health and the local health team can only be effective in preventing further transmission with your cooperation. Let's remember that if we stand together, we can defeat anything. Choose wisely and remember that all of us have a role to play in this pandemic. Stay strong and healthy. Stay at home. Save lives. I thank you.